Could a 1999 or 1994 US dime in your pocket be worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars? It might sound unbelievable, but rare minting errors on these coins have turned them into highly sought-after treasures for collectors. From mysterious doubling to striking mistakes that defy logic, these dimes have secrets waiting to be uncovered. Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? In this video, we'll reveal the rare errors that make the 1999 and 1994 dimes so valuable and teach you how to spot one of these hidden gems. Stick around, the biggest discoveries are yet to come. Have you ever held a 1999 US dime in your hand and thought, this tiny coin couldn't possibly be worth more than 10 cents? What if I told you that this little piece of change could be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars? That's right. Hidden in plain sight, some of these dimes carry secrets, rare errors and peculiarities, that can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating world of the 1999 US 1 dime coin, unveiling its hidden potential and teaching you how to identify those rare treasures that could be hiding in your pocket change. To understand the value of the 1999 US dime, we first need to know its basic specifications. This coin is part of the Roosevelt dime series, a line of coins that has been minted since 1946 to honor the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Composed of a copper core clad in a nickel alloy, the dime weighs just 2.27 grams and measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter. 3 U.S. mints produced these dimes in 1999, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify which mint produced your dime by looking for a tiny letter, P, D, or S, located on the front of the coin, just above the date. Now, here's where things get interesting. While most 1999 dimes are ordinary, some possess errors that occurred during the minting process. These errors transform a coin's value from a mere 10 cents to a small fortune. Let's talk about what makes these errors so significant. Coin errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. It could be a misaligned die, a defective planchet, or an issue with the striking process. These errors are unintentional, which is why they're so rare and valuable. They make the coin unique, and in the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, uniqueness is everything. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die error. This occurs when a coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in doubled images or letters. Imagine the word "Liberty" on your dime appearing slightly shadowed or duplicated. It's subtle but unmistakable under a magnifying glass. For the 1999 dime, double die errors are particularly prized, as they're exceptionally rare. Another error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank planchet, the metal disc that becomes a coin, is not properly aligned with the die during the minting process. The result? A coin with a portion of its design missing and a blank crescent-shaped area. These off-center dimes can vary in value depending on how much of the design is missing, but the more dramatic the error, the higher the potential price. Then there are clipped planchets, where the blank metal discs are improperly cut, leaving the coin with a noticeable chunk missing. These dimes might look like they've been bitten, but don't let their damaged appearance fool you. Collectors pay top dollar for coins with this type of error. Die cracks or cuts are another type of error that adds value. These occur when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, transferring the flaw onto the coin. You might see raised lines or blobs of metal on your dime where the crack occurred. These imperfections make each coin unique, further driving up its value. Now, let's talk about proof coins. Proof coins are specially made for collectors. They're struck using polished dies and planchets, resulting in a mirror-like finish. In 1999, the San Francisco Mint produced proof dimes, but even these high-quality coins weren't immune to errors. A proof dime with a noticeable error, such as doubling or a striking flaw, is a rare find and can be worth a fortune. One of the most valuable types of errors is the transitional error. This happens when a coin is struck on a planchet intended for a different coin. For instance, if a 1999 dime were accidentally struck on a foreign coin blank or a planchet meant for a different denomination, it would be incredibly rare. Such errors often fetch staggering prices at auction because they're essentially one of a kind. Collectors' stories add a touch of excitement and relatability to the world of rare coins. Take the example of a collector who found a double die error on a 1999 dime in a jar of spare change. At first glance, it looked like any other dime. But upon closer inspection with a magnifying glass, the doubling on the word "Liberty" was unmistakable. That dime, initially worth just 10 cents, sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Stories like these remind us that treasure can truly be hiding in plain sight. So, how can you identify these rare errors on your 1999 dimes? First, you'll need a few tools: a magnifying glass or loupe with at least 10x magnification, good lighting, and a bit of patience. Start by examining the date, mint mark, and lettering on the coin. Look closely for doubling, misalignment, or irregularities in the design. Pay attention to the edges and rim of the coin as well. Errors like clipped planchets or off-center strikes are often visible without magnification. Preserving your coins is equally important. Once you've identified a potential error coin, handle it carefully by the edges to avoid leaving fingerprints or damaging the surface. Store it in a protective holder or coin flip to maintain its condition. The better the condition of the coin, the higher its value. If you believe you found a rare 1999 dime, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will evaluate the coin, confirm the error, and assign it a grade based on its condition. A graded coin with a certified error is far more valuable and easier to sell than an ungraded one. Now, let's talk about selling your rare dimes. Auction houses, coin shows, and online marketplaces like eBay are popular venues for selling valuable coins. Keep in mind that collectors are always looking for authenticated and graded coins, so having your coin professionally evaluated is a must. Some error dimes have sold for tens of thousands of dollars on these platforms, and in rare cases, even more. To give you an idea of the market, let's look at some real-life auction results. A 1999 dime with a significant off-center strike recently sold for over $5,000. A double die error dime fetched nearly $10,000. And transitional error dimes? Those can go for hundreds of thousands, depending on the specifics of the error and the coin's condition. These numbers highlight just how valuable error coins can be and why they're worth searching for. As we near the end of our journey into the world of the 1999 US dime, let's recap the key points. The value of this dime lies in its errors, which are the result of mistakes during the minting process. These errors, whether they're double die, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or transitional errors, make the coin unique and highly desirable to collectors. Identifying these errors requires careful examination and the right tools, but the effort can pay off in a big way. Even if your 1999 dime doesn't have an error, it's still worth checking. The coin's historical and collectible significance makes it a valuable piece of American history. Who knows? You might uncover a hidden gem that changes your life forever. The 1994 US 1-dime coin, an unassuming 10-cent piece that has passed through countless hands and pockets, may hold a secret capable of turning it into an absolute treasure. Yes, some of these coins have sold for thousands, even tens of thousands, at auctions. Why? Because hidden among millions of these dimes are rare errors and variations that collectors will pay top dollar to own. If you've ever wondered whether the change in your pocket is worth more than its face value, you're in the right place. Let's start with the basics. The 1994 US dime features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, the side with the head. Designed by John R. Sinek, the dime's design has been in use since 1946. The reverse side displays a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Now, while the design itself is ordinary, what makes this coin extraordinary are the errors and anomalies that occurred during the minting process. Before we dive into these errors, let's talk about why they matter so much. Errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production at the mint. These mistakes are rare, and rarity drives value in the world of coin collecting. Each error tells a story of what went wrong during production, whether it was a malfunctioning die, a misaligned strike, or a problem with the planchet, the blank metal disc used to make the coin. These imperfections create unique coins, and collectors love unique. One of the most sought-after errors is the doubled die. This happens when the design on the coin is struck more than once, but slightly misaligned, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. Imagine looking at the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" and seeing shadowy, overlapping letters. If your 1994 dime shows signs of doubling, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. Normally, coins are struck perfectly in the center, but sometimes, the blank planchet is misaligned during the striking process. This results in a coin where part of the design is missing or shifted off to the side. The more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. In some cases, 1994 dimes with off-center strikes have sold for upwards of $1,000. Then there's the missing clad layer error. Modern dimes are composed of 3 layers, an outer layer of copper-nickel and a core of pure copper. Occasionally, one of the outer layers is missing, leaving a copper-colored surface exposed. This mistake creates a striking visual difference, making the coin instantly recognizable and highly valuable. A 1994 dime with a missing clad layer can fetch anywhere from $500 to $2,000, depending on its condition. But these aren't the only errors you should be looking for. Die cracks, where the die used to strike the coin develops fractures, can create raised lines or unusual patterns on the coin's surface. Misaligned dies, where one side of the coin is perfectly centered, but the other is off-kilter, are also highly collectible. And don't forget about broad strikes, where the coin spreads out beyond its normal size because it wasn't properly contained during the minting process. Now, you might be thinking, how can I tell if my dime has one of these errors? Identifying these valuable mistakes starts with careful inspection. The easiest way to start is by using a simple magnifying glass to examine the coin's details. Look closely at the text, especially "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date. Any signs of doubling, unusual spacing, or misaligned letters could indicate a double die error. Flip the coin over and check the reverse side as well, focusing on the torch and the branches. Next, examine the coin's shape and size. Is the design perfectly centered, or does it seem off? Does the edge of the coin have its usual ridges, or are they missing or uneven? These are clues that could point to an off-center strike or another type of error. If you're serious about identifying errors, investing in a digital microscope can be a game changer. These devices magnify the coin to reveal details invisible to the naked eye, such as tiny cracks in the die or subtle doubling in the design. A digital scale is another must-have tool. Most modern dimes weigh exactly 2.268 grams, so if your coin is significantly lighter or heavier, it could have a minting anomaly that adds to its value. Let's take a moment to talk about real-life examples. In 2017, a collector found a 1994 dime with a dramatic off-center strike while sorting through a roll of coins from their local bank. The coin had about 50% of its design missing, with the date still visible. It sold at auction for $1,250. In another case, a missing clad layer dime discovered in pocket change fetched $1,800. These stories are a reminder that these valuable coins aren't just hiding in collections, they're out there in circulation, waiting to be found. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the rarest and most valuable 1994 dime errors ever discovered. Among these, the holy grail is the double-struck, off-center error. This occurs when the coin is struck not once, but twice, with the second strike significantly off-center. Imagine seeing the date stamped twice in 2 different places on the coin. This type of error is exceptionally rare, and in 2019, a 1994 double-struck dime sold for over $10,000 at auction. Another incredible find is the broad strike error combined with a missing clad layer. This coin not only spread beyond its normal size but also exposed its copper core, making it a standout piece. A collector who found this rarity at a flea market sold it for $7,500. These high-value sales aren't just luck, they're the result of careful inspection and a willingness to dig through what others overlook. But even if you don't find a five-figure treasure, there's still value in hunting for these coins. Many error dimes, even those with minor imperfections, can sell for $50, $100, or more. That's a huge return on a 10-cent coin. If you're serious about finding these hidden gems, here are some practical tips. First, start collecting rolls of dimes from your local bank. Sorting through rolls gives you a better chance of finding errors compared to casually inspecting your pocket change. Second, keep your coins in good condition. Even a rare error coin will lose value if it's scratched or damaged. Use coin holders or flips to store your finds and protect them from further wear. Third, educate yourself. The more you know about coin errors, the easier it will be to spot them. There are countless resources available, from online forums and YouTube channels to coin collecting books and guides. You can also join a local numismatic club to connect with other collectors and learn from their experiences. Lastly, consider professional grading if you believe you found a valuable error. Companies like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it an official seal of approval that adds to its market value. While grading does come with a cost, the return on investment can be substantial if your coin is truly rare. The thrill of coin collecting isn't just about the money, it's about the hunt. It's about the excitement of finding something unique, something with a story. And who knows? The next time you check your change, you might just uncover a piece of history worth far more than its face value. Before we wrap up, here's a quick recap. The 1994 US dime may look ordinary, but errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers can transform it into a collector's dream. Stories of people discovering rare dimes in pocket change or coin rolls prove that these treasures are out there, just waiting to be found. And with a little knowledge, patience, and the right tools, you could be the next person to strike gold. So, are you ready to start hunting for these hidden treasures? Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to the channel for more tips and stories, and share your own coin collecting experiences in the comments below. Who knows? Your story could inspire someone else to start their journey. Happy hunting, and may your next find be extraordinary.